And again, the U.S. agency did not report that either. Happened. There was a 5.0 magnitude earthquake southeast of Contamana, Peru, 26 miles southeast of Contamana, Peru, a 5.0 magnitude earthquake. Now this was in central Peru. Let me give you a better map of that so I can show you where it is. This is in central Peru. 5.0 there. Going north, Ecuador, southern Ecuador. We have a 3.9 and a 3.7 magnitude earthquake right next to the fault. Right almost on top of that earthquake fault in southern Ecuador. Going up to Colombia, actually Venezuela. This is right along the border of Colombia and Venezuela. Merida, Venezuela, we had a 3.3. And up in northern Venezuela off the coast. This one is there's a 2.7 and a 2.5. These are 71 kilometers north of the island of Roques. Okay, minor earthquakes out there in the water of the Caribbean Sea. Going over into Puerto Rico area, we're still getting hit over there in southwestern Puerto Rico. Today, north of the Mona Passage, there were 3 earthquakes up there. Let's go up to the northernmost one first. This is a 3.3. I'm sorry, doggone it. A 3.3, a 3.47, and one more. Here is a 3.28. Now this is a little bit west of where that 6.3 earthquake hit the end of August last year, right as Hurricane Maria was slamming Puerto Rico. Okay, this is just a bit west of where that earthquake was. So at this point in time, I'm not sure whether these earthquakes are actual aftershocks of that 6.3 from last year. But they're happening right just north of that Mona Passage, that body of water between Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. Okay. Only one earthquake hit over in Haiti today, just west of the Dominican Republic. This is in Santi, Haiti, a 3.0. 3.0 there. Now we had a couple of earthquakes over in the area, eastern Costa Rica, northeastern Costa Rica, 3.7. And over on the western side of Costa Rica, a 3.1. And I'm rushing through this so we can get to the Cascadia region. Okay, in southern Mexico, we are still getting large swarms of earthquakes. Chiapas, Mexico, on up into Guerrero, Mexico. Okay, that's where they're hitting. Just south of our border, in the mainland, Sonora, Mexico, we had a 3.8. 3.8 there. And over in the Gulf of California, 43 miles southeast of San Felipe, we had a 3.8 in the northern Gulf of California. And notice it's right on the San Andreas Fault. Right on the San Andreas Fault. Okay. I'm going to show you really quick Alaska, because we're still getting swarms of earthquakes in Alaska. Swarms. I'm going to show you a couple of earthquakes here, and then we're going to go down to Cascadia. Nikiski, Alaska, we had a 1 point. Old Alama, we had a 3.6. Old Alama volcano had a 3.6 today. Okay. All the other earthquakes hit up north of Anchorage. North of Anchorage. Big Lake, Alaska, which is just north of Anchorage, 1.6, 1.5 in Sustina, Alaska, 1.5. Just north of in Big Lake, we had a 3 or a 2.4, 2.4 there. And north of there, we have a bunch of ones. Willow, Alaska, starting there, and it goes up on the east side of Denali National Park. And McKinley has nothing today. We have an earthquake on the north side of McKinley, a 1.8, and also northeast of McKinley, we have another 1.8. Nothing to shout at, nothing substantial, just minor earthquakes, just minor earthquakes. Again, we had no earthquakes up above the Arctic Circle today. Nothing above the Arctic Circle. All right, let's go to Cascadia, folks. Tonight's Monday night. Let's talk about Cascadia. The first earthquake I want to talk to you about is over in Tanner, Washington. This is a 2.11 in Tanner, Washington. Okay, now two earthquakes that have everything to do with Mount St. Helens. Amboy, Washington, on the western flank of Mount St. Helens. Western flank of Mount St. Helens, we had a 0.32. A 0.32. Southwest of there near Ariel, Washington. Near Ariel, Washington, we had a 1.8. Okay, but that's not all, folks. There's actually more. For that, we're going to go over to the PNSN feed. Just bear with me a second, and we will take you to the PNSN feed. All right. Voigt Creek, Rainier Voigt Creek. This is what we saw last night into today at Mount Rainier. A lot of magma infill going on. A lot of magma infill going on. And as you can see, we have steam burst after steam burst after steam burst and more steam bursts. And they continued literally all day long. We have good sized magma infill here all day long at Mount Rainier. Okay, let me go back to present time. Okay, this started out at 4 o'clock today on this particular seismogram, and we have continued magma infill, and we came on the air approximately 7:30 today, and this is where we're at. Okay, this is where we're at. The next one, This next one is Mount Baker. Okay. This again was last night, starting off at 6 p.m. Pacific time, going through approximately 6 o'clock this morning. We had good size magma infill going on. Guess what? Look at nothing today. They, I believe, may have turned off the machine. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. I will go up to present time. Nothing. All we have are lines with nothing showing, no activity at all showing. This is disgusting. Why is it disgusting? Because I can go back here. Again, this was last night into this morning. This was the day before that. This was Saturday. Saturday into Sunday. Okay. Let's go back one more day. Look at this. We have magma infill and steam burst activity. Steam burst, steam burst, steam burst, steam burst, steam burst, steam burst all day long at magma or at Mount Baker. And yet they're not showing anything today. And yet I've been contacted by people that live in that area, and they have a distinct odor of sulfur that they are smelling from Mount Baker. Yeah, a distinct odor of sulfur. This is Friday night going into Saturday. Okay. We can go back here. Okay. This is Saturday going into Sunday. This is Sunday going into today. They must have turned it off this morning, early this morning, because there's nothing there, nothing showing. Not a thing. What are they going to hide, guys? USGS, PNSN? What are you hiding? Why are you hiding it? Okay, this one is Ellensburg, Eastern Oregon. Ellensburg, Eastern Oregon. Last night going into today. Okay, 10 o'clock this morning, 11 o'clock this morning, 12 noon, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Look at all this. Okay. Let's go to present time. This is Eastern Oregon, Ellensburg. This is present time from 4 o'clock to now. We have distinct magma infill going on out in Eastern Oregon. Let's continue. Here is Mount Hood. Last night going into today. Mount Hood. Okay. Let's go up to present time at Mount Hood. And I don't know what this little blip is. I have looked at this little blip on several seismograms. It's happening at the same time every day. So I think it's just a machine. I believe this is a machine. Yes, we still have magma inflow at Mount Hood. Okay, we do. All right, this next one we're going to show you is East Dome Mount St. Helens. East Dome Mount St. Helens last night into today. We started seeing significant magma infill and small minor events. 6 o'clock this morning here. This one I believe started at about 6:30. This one here started about 6:30, and we've had distinct magma infill going on, and we've had steam bursts going on here. Steam bursts going on. We had a minor event right there. Okay, I believe this is a 0.32 earthquake that was reported there, right here. Okay, this happened at about 15. Oh, what was it? Let me look up the time of this. This happened at 3. That earthquake happened at approximately 3:06 p.m. 3:06 p.m. today, Pacific time. Okay, let's go up to present time. We still have magma infill going on. Okay, it is not as bad as Mount Baker is showing, where they've literally shut off the machine. You can easily see what is going on here. We still have magma infill going on over here at Mount St. Helens. This is over here, Crater Lake, Fleetwood Cove, Oregon. Crater Lake. You see magma infill going on here. Let's take it up to present time. And it continues. It continues. That's Crater Lake, Oregon. Let's go to our next seismogram. This is Jordan Valley. This is Jordan Valley, Eastern Oregon. A lot of magma infill going on. Last night into present day. Again, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Let's go into present time. I don't know why things appear to be running slow. When I did this, getting ready for the program tonight, it was going a lot faster than it presently is. Okay, there we have present time, Jordan Valley. You can see the magma infill going on there. It's moving, and it's moving pretty heavy. Okay, so that's what's going on there. Now I wanted to show you this. What to do if the worst happens to you. Are you prepared? Are you prepared? Terry Rempel states that is major venting going on at Mount Baker. We showed you that. There are reports from someone who lives near the base of Mount Baker that steam has a yellowish hue and there's a sulfur smell. We reported that to you. It also seems that they've turned the seismograph off or way down. We showed you that. There was significant activity last night into early this morning, and then they shut it off. They shut it off. Okay. Okay. I want to show you this. This comes from YouTube, and I'm hoping that YouTube won't give us a strike. But the San Andreas fault, a magnitude 7.8 earthquake, what would happen? It's a simulation. Now, I'm not going to show you the video. I'm going to urge you all to go over here to YouTube and look at it. The San Andreas 7.8 magnitude earthquake. What would happen? It's a simulation, and it's very graphic. I think you need to do it. Julie said she's going to watch my program. Thank you, Julie. We appreciate that too. Okay. Marianne also says we invite everyone to join us at the Freedom Revolution Network, Ron Tyler's nightly podcast starting soon. Okay. And this was from the other day. This was from the other day on Saturday. Now, I don't know what happened to that other that I was going to show you because I clicked on it. Okay. Maybe it's right here. Now, I'm not sure why this is doing this. It's not showing us the information, is what's going on. And I don't know why it's not. It for all intents and purposes, it really doesn't matter either. Okay. I urge you to go check out that video over on YouTube about that 7.8 magnitude earthquake simulation for California. You really need to know what's going on. I need to update you. Mindanao, Philippines had a 3.7 magnitude earthquake. It's been upgraded from 3.7 to 4.5. 3.7 to 4.5. It has a depth of 10 kilometers as well, which doesn't mean anything. Which doesn't mean anything. All right, let's go down to California. I showed you the Cascadia information. Please pay attention. We're going to keep a close eye on what's going on in Mount Baker. We're going to try to figure out why they've turned off the machine at Mount Baker. They should not have done that because we know exactly what has been going on. We've been monitoring this whole situation for quite some time. Why they would turn it off is ridiculous. Is ridiculous. But anyway, enough of my rant. Okay, north of the geysers, we can see we have 20 plus earthquakes at the geysers. That's normal. Man-made earthquakes, basically. The seismic energy hitting man-made drill points, turning them into man-made faults, and then they have earthquakes. Northeast of there, Westwood, California, we had a 1.3 today. Okay, geysers, northeast, Westwood, California. South of there, we had a 0.7 East Quincy, and we just had an earthquake that just came up, Willows, California, a 2.27. 2.27 in Willows. Sparks, Nevada, 1.5 today. Okay, let's continue going down. Down. Castro Valley, along the coast east of the San Andreas. Castro Valley got hit today, 1.94. Alum Rock, just northeast of San Francisco, 1.19. Okay, let's continue going further south. The Pinnacles, just south and east of Monterey Bay. The Pinnacles is a volcano point. Okay, volcanism's going on there, 2.44 at the Pinnacles. 2.44 at the Pinnacles. Okay, let's go further east. Mammoth Lakes got hit. 1.07. 1.49 today. Tom's Place, south of there, 1.52. Mammoth Lakes, Mammoth Mountain got hit. Okay. Now, I'm going to take you out to the desert. Out to the desert. Koza Volcano. Koza Volcano got hit, 1.49 today. There's a significant decrease in seismic activity in Southern California. However, we're still seeing swarms of earthquakes around Little Lake, California. Swarms of earthquakes around Little Lake. And they continue. They continue south. Ridgecrest, 1.3 today. Searles Valley, 1.23, 1.11, 1.18. Ridgecrest, 1.11. 3 earthquakes recorded at Ridgecrest. 1.43, also in Ridgecrest. Okay, further south, 0.99, also in Ridgecrest. 0.96, I'm sorry, doggone it. This is 14 miles east, southeast of Ridgecrest, 0.96. It's still moving, folks. That entire Mojave Desert is still moving. It has not stopped. Over on the Garlock Fault, west Ridgecrest, west of that area, 1.91, Johannesburg, California, along the Garlock. North of there, Bodefish, California, 0.72 and a 1.98. That's also in a volcanic area, Bodefish, California. Now, let's go down near the coast of California and see what we have. We showed you there's earthquakes. Let's see. Malibu, California, 1.82. Frank Sinatra, Frankie Avalon. Remember Gidget? They filmed down there, 1.62 in Malibu. Tarzana, California, 1.77. Silver Lake, a 1.07. Roland Heights, a 1.38. North Tustin, California. I'm sorry, disappeared. North Tustin. All right. Glen Avon. All of you remember Glen Avon? Glen Avon is where they spilled all that acid out into that acid pit mining for gold. Glen Avon, California, 1.44. Loma Linda, just south of there, 0.59. It's a theory of ours that the reason they put Loma Linda in there is because they don't want to associate any more than one earthquake with Glen Avon. But it's right there in that same area. So Glen Avon got hit. Big Bear Lake, 1.40. That's just east. That's just northeast of Glen Avon area. Cabo Zone, 0.72 on the fault. On the fault. West of the fault, we have Idlewild, California, part of the Anza Gap. Idlewild, California, one of my favorite places to go, even right now in the winter, where they have snow there. They have some skiing, beautiful A-frame cabins you can stay in, and other resort areas also. Shops, great restaurants, Idlewild, California. It's also part of the Anza Gap. The Anza Gap is getting hit. Now these are minor earthquakes, 0.3s, 0.96, dropping into northern San Diego County, 0.71, 1.57, Anza Gap again. It's hitting, folks. Going into North San Diego County, northeast San Diego County, Borrego Springs, 0.92. Borrego Springs. Let's go over here to Lake Henshaw, my fishing spot just east of Escondido, California, got hit. A 1.09 and a 0.70. Two minor earthquakes at Lake Henshaw, California. Okay. Let's go further out here. Going south, east of San Diego, we still right near the summit of the Chocolate Mountains in Borrego. We have a 1.40 today. Doggone, it keeps disappearing. 1.40 in Borrego Springs. Beautiful forested area, and I believe they have snow up there right now. Let's drop it further south. Ocotillo Wells, just barely on the east side of the Chocolate Mountains. They have a 1.15 magnitude earthquake. Ocotillo Wells. Okay, let's go over to the Salton Sea. There's our Salton Sea, Salton Butte volcano right in here. Right here, we have some earthquakes. What is going on in Imperial Valley? Brawley, California, a 1.42 at the First Church of the Right. First Church on the Right, I should say, in Brawley, California. Now, that's just a joke. That's just a joke. That dates back from the 70s and 80s from a radio station in San Diego. Raleigh, California. Raleigh, California had an earthquake today, 1.42. Further south, Heber, California, a 1.30. And it's right on the San Andreas slash Imperial Fault. When the San Andreas Fault drops into Imperial California, Imperial Valley, California, it becomes the Imperial Fault. These earthquakes are right on the Imperial Fault. Okay? That's what's going on. That's what's happening. Now, I did not talk, and this is my fault, I did not talk about Montana. And I'm disgusted to report that even the Europeans are only showing one earthquake near Lincoln, Montana today, because there's at least a dozen earthquakes there. A 2.03 near Lincoln, Montana. This is in the Yellowstone magma chamber area, 2.03 Lincoln, Montana. But there's at least a dozen earthquakes. Who are you going to find that's going to report those? Mary Greeley. She has all that information. She put out a report today. I urge you to go check out her YouTube video. Mary Greeley reporting on Yellowstone. Let's go over to Oklahoma. Alva, Oklahoma is 1.51. All of these earthquakes are in the oil and gas pumping region there. Fairview, Oklahoma is 0.88. Anthony, Kansas, we have a 2.3. Again, this is in oil and gas pumping area in Kansas. Anthony, Kansas. South of there, Hennessy, Oklahoma got hit today. A 2.03 minor earthquake. Hennessy, Oklahoma. Pawnee, Oklahoma, 0.39. One more earthquake there. Quinton, Oklahoma, 1.78. All these Oklahoma earthquakes and the Kansas are over in the oil and gas pumping area. One more earthquake to report up in Quebec, Canada. This happened 10 miles northwest from Fort Coulonge, Coulonge, Fort Coulonge, Canada, Quebec, Canada. This was a 2.70 magnitude earthquake. 2.7 magnitude earthquake in the Quebec, Canada province. Okay? Give you more perspective where this is. Nothing along the Creighton edge, the northeastern Creighton edge here. Not a thing. Not a thing. So that's what happened today, folks. That's what happened today. I wanted to point out over right near the North Mid-Atlantic Fault, or west of the Azores, we had a 2.80 earthquake. 2.80. Closer to St. Vincent Ridge in the Azores, we had a 4.7. A 4.7. St. Vincent Ridge in the Azores. Okay, where did all that come from? Remember all those fives we had over in Iran? And before that in India, in the Indian Ocean, and before that in the South Pacific, It finally made its way to the Azores, a 4.7 today. Okay. We had earthquakes in northern Europe up in Poland at 2.5 today. 2.5. Why? You can see the craton, folks. See the craton going right up in there? 2.5 in Poland. Romania, a 2.8 today, east of Poland. Romania, Poland. It happens. It happens. Croatia. Croatia got hit today. It's 2.4 in Croatia. 2.4 there. It's hitting. It's hitting. Over in Sicily, we had a 2.1. Over here in the Tyrrhenian Sea, we had a 4.2. In the Tyrrhenian Sea, we had a 4.2. On the other side of that, we had a 3.8 in the Western Med, in the Western Mediterranean. It's all coming down, folks. All that energy is transferring across and through the plate, even in Europe. Even in Europe. We had some earthquakes over in the south of Spain, but over in Oriental Morocco, we had a 3.3 today. 3.3. It's moving, folks. It's all moving. Had some minor earthquakes along the Spain-French border, going down the western side of Spain, southwestern side of Spain, just a bunch of ones. Just a bunch of ones. North Spain, right next to Portugal, we had a 2.2. That's what's going on, folks. Now we've given you the world. You've given us an hour and 33 minutes, and we've given you the world. How about that? Okay, I'm going to go over here. Let's see, where are we here? Going over here to the Freedom Revolution Network. Okay, let's go over here to our show page. And I'm going to check out the chat room here. And see who we have in chat. See if we can answer any questions. I know it's been an hour and a half, and we've talked a lot about what is happening. Okay, let's see what's going on. Potatoes and kidney stones, huh? Potatoes and kidney stones. Going over to the YouTube chat, see if it's any better than the Freedom Revolution. Looks like we have a lot of people here. Doobie asked, Ron, is pressure still building up in California? Yes, it is. We had 100 earthquakes in California yesterday, and it's gone down to about 30 or 40 today. But it is building. I expect it to further build. Okay. We have pressure coming down from Alaska. We have pressure coming down, and we saw that pressure somewhat over in the Gorda Ridge area during this weekend. It's still coming down, California, guys. It's still coming down. Casimiro says, I meant western northern Mexico near Baja. It's happening. Yes, within a few miles there, 3.8s today in northern Mexico. Northern Mexico. That Sonora, Mexico is something I'm concerned about, because when we see pressures building up there in northern Mexico around Sonora area and Guadalupe, Victoria, that's over near the Cerro Prado volcano. And when we see pressures building like that, what are we going to see? Back in 2010, we had a 7.0 earthquake along the border down there in the Imperial Valley. Did a lot of damage over there. It shook buildings in San Diego. Buildings swayed in San Diego. Honey Butters, thank you. We appreciate you too and love you. We love you all. We really do. Rebecca, thank you for being here too. We appreciate you. Yes, Doobie, I made it to chat. I can't monitor chat as well. I'm going to have to bring up this channel as soon as it comes up over on YouTube, so I can better manage the chat, because I'm not getting good chat results over in the FRN side of the house. But I'm going to have to try to manage it a little bit better. I want to make sure that we talk and that I can take questions from you as well. Let's see, Casimiro was talking about a 3.8, 12 kilometers southeast of Magdalena de Quino, Sonora, Mexico. Yeah. Yeah, Sheila says the whole planet is recycling. You're absolutely right, it is. You're absolutely right. Negotiator, I wish I was outside helping your work. I think that would be so cool. Bonnie, it's good to see you here. Your spelling's terrible? Nah, not really. You ought to spend one day with me, Bonnie, and you'd see some spelling. And I used to be very good at it. I used to be a very good speller. The video on the other was fuzzy tonight. That's weird. I need to tell you, Mercury went into retrograde. And so we're having some electronic problems. That's why it might have been fuzzy tonight. Okay. I was talking with Mel over on the other side, and she said Mercury was in retrograde. And yes, I'd found that out earlier today. And it's causing some problems. I've had some issues today. But I'm glad to see everybody here. TLO, Wapiti is here. Casmario, Doobie, Scooter Pie, Rebecca's here. Negotiator is here. I'm so glad to see all of you. Sheila's here. Really appreciate it. As I get to know Casmario better, I keep seeing Casmario post information, and I love it, brother. I really do. You guys feed me so much great information. You really do. Oh, great. Let me refresh that other side and see what I can see here. I'm going to refresh it. Yes, 2 by 2. I did see the PNSN tremor map. It did go quiet. I don't like that. I think they're hiding information again. Whenever I see that map go quiet like that, they're hiding information. And we can prove it. We can prove it. And I would urge each and every one of you to build up your immunity because we haven't seen the end of this virus. I want to tell you what my friend over at Times and Science uh, told me last night. She was trying to come on the radio with us last night, the radio side of the house on the telephone. And I wish I'd been able to have my phone available to bring her up. My granddaughter stole it. I could blame it on her. But she wanted to tell us that Harvard scientists have now said that we are going to be seeing 70% of the world population getting infected by the coronavirus. 70%. So please, everyone, please do what you can do to get your immune systems built up. Whether you're using essential oils, whether you're using natural healing methods, try to build up your immune system. Doobie, thank you. Yes, I do work very hard. I, I work my butt off trying to get you guys the information that you need. Yes, Bonnie, it is scary. It is scary. Um, Times and Signs does a great job. She runs our Facebook page for us. She and I both run it. She does a wonderful job. If you ask questions over on our Facebook page, Emergency Management Associates, I will try to field questions there as best I can. I don't get over there as often as I want because I'm so busy with everything that's going on. With everything that's going on. When I was just dealing with earthquakes in Cascadia, it wasn't too bad. And hurricanes and stuff wasn't too bad. But with this coronavirus and stuff, I'm fielding so much information. I'm trying to vet it so I can give it to you. You guys are what is important. What you guys do and the information you guys help feed me, it's very important because I want to give you guys the best vetted information that there is. I don't want to feed fear porn. I try to feed you guys facts. Always. I try to feed you guys facts. It's very important. To me, that's very, very important. Ascorbic acid is very good for you, by the way. MG2, you're absolutely right. It's very good. I was hoping to see Dorothy and Connie here tonight. I haven't seen them in a couple days. I hope they're doing well. I miss seeing those guys that I have been with us forever and ever. And please, if you see people that aren't here, please invite them over. Please invite them over. We'd appreciate seeing them again. Susie Q, it's good to see you. Hello. Yes, Walgreens has a sale on vitamin C. I'd also recommend emergency that you can get. It's nice tasting. It'll give you a vitamin C. Okay. Rosemary, it's good to see you here too. No, we don't want synthetic anything. Thanks, Rosemary. I appreciate that. Belinda, it's good to see you too. Everybody, Doofy, everybody, it's good to see you all. Does anybody have any more questions? Your daughter's turning 3 in 3 days. Yes, she's a handful. I totally understand that. Yeah, two of you wrangling her, and you're lurking, and that's cool. I'm glad. Thank you for coming in here tonight and saying hi. Really appreciate that. I've got a year and a half old granddaughter that thinks she's 30. Our family, if you didn't already know, likes wrestling because my son likes it. And so we watch wrestling in our house on Monday and Friday nights. And if you notice when the wrestlers pin another wrestler, the referee will go 1, 2, 3. Our granddaughter now says that same thing, and she slams her hand down on the couch. 1, 2, 3, and then laughs. She thinks it's funny. Yes, our granddaughters are a handful. Just love it. Just love it. Yeah, Bonnie, that's what I do as well, except ROFL. Doobie, yes, the coronavirus is a bioweapon. It's proven. It's a proven fact. What can you do? Take precautions yourself. One, build up your immune system as best that you can. Two, wear masks. Even though there are some quarters that are saying the masks aren't going to help, I beg their pardon. I don't care what is going around, what other viruses and stuff that are going around. If you're wearing a mask, you're going to protect yourself from whatever else may be going around as well. Okay? And try to get at least an N95 or an N100 mask. Surgical masks like this only go a short distance. Okay? They don't fit tightly around your face. They just don't. Okay? They allow other air around your face, around your nose. And when it comes down to it, if it comes down to the point where we have coronavirus in my neighborhood or anywhere near me, I'm going to have an N95 mask and I'll probably be wearing goggles. Okay? Infectious control procedures. Rosemary, you're awesome. Thank you for saying that. Infectious control procedures. You could even look that up on the internet and find out what you can be doing to help prevent infections and viruses and bacteria in your own homes or anywhere where you're around. Wipe your steering wheels down, anything you're touching, your tables, your desks at work, your keyboards. Okay? Lots of garlic, absolutely. Absolutely. Cotton balls in your ears. Viruses can enter through your ears. Anything that can have a mucous membrane. Your ears have wax that builds up in there. No matter what you do, you're going to have wax. Viruses can get in there and cause problems. Okay. Dorothy, good to see you. It's good to see you, Dorothy. God bless you all. Just listening is here talking about the cotton balls. It's great. It's great. But take whatever precautions you can do. When you go to Walmart or the shopping center, baby wipes, wipe off the doggone handles and even the regular part of the shopping cart. Wipe it down. Protect yourselves. Who knows who's been around handling those shopping carts? You don't know. There's no way to tell. I went to church yesterday. I saw and heard people sneezing all over the place. My mask, folks, and I'm going to be wearing that mask a lot more often. I don't need to come down with whatever's going around. And yes, Scooter Pie, wear gloves. Wear gloves. I have my police gloves. I have my other gloves here too, my rubber gloves. Okay. I have one, two pair of gloves, three pair of gloves in my pocket right here. Okay. That's what I have. So take whatever precautions you can. Okay. Take whatever precautions you can. Cindy, it's good to see you too. Thank you for being here. The 100 is a great show, yes. Thank you, TLO. It's good to see you, my friend. Negotiator, you went to Walmart with your gas? I kept standing away from you. I love it. I love it. That's cool. Oh, golly. I haven't put out the global pandemic alert, and it's going to be a while before I do. If I see a global pandemic alert being issued, you darn well better believe I'll tell you about it. But I haven't seen the pandemic alert. Yes, they put out warnings, they put out global pandemic advisories, but I haven't seen an alert yet. And if and when it comes, I'll put it out. And Rosemary, you might need a Darth Vader mask before all this is over. And I showed you guys a while back, a month or so ago, the gas mask that we have. I have a full head gas mask. It's a rubber full head covering gas mask. And for me, it's the only way I'm going to have it. Anyway, folks, it's getting towards the end of our program. We've been here 2 hours. I appreciate all of you being here, your participation, your helping us with the program. I appreciate all of the information you feed us. Negotiator asked me, I think it was yesterday, if he was okay, if I was okay with him sending the information. Absolutely. I check everything that comes in through me. Everything that I see that comes in, I check it. I see it. I go through it. And Dorothy, thank you for sending me the weather advisories. I'm trying to get to those where I can put them on the air in in time to be able to be effective for all of you up in the Pacific Northwest. I'm trying, and I'm going to work hard on that. Yes, Arlo Times and Signs does a good job with the Corona files. She does an awesome job. She's to be commended. She does a lot of videos for us, and I so appreciate what she does here. It's great. MG Toe, thank you for being here. We appreciate that. We hope to put on a great show every night. We believe it's very important for everybody. And please, please share it. Please share it. At the beginning and the end of our broadcast, we have information. Please share it. If you want to support our program, our EMA PayPal location is on the screen. Please, we love your cards and letters. People have donated through the P.O. Box as well. P.O. Box 526, Sandy, Utah, Sandy, Utah. Zip code is 84091. 84091. P.O. Box 526, Sandy, Utah, 84091. Please continue the cards and letters. If you want to send us donations to help with our program and everything, please do so. P.O. Box, you can send it through the FRN program as well. Send us donations. Earmark it either to my name or EMA, and I will get it. And I will get everything. Contrary to what some people have said, FRN doesn't keep my money like YouTube did. You can donate it through FRN. I will get it. Okay? Anyway, thank you all for being here. God bless you all. Do know that I love you, and I love you guys very much. You're my family. You guys really are. As Walter Cronkite would say, and that's the way it is. Monday, February 17th, February 17th, 2020. For Emergency Management Associates, this is Ron Tyler. Have a great evening, folks. God bless you. See you soon. I just lost where I was. I just lost where I was. Just a second, I'll get it. I'll get it here. Here we go. Have a good night, folks. Thank you for being here. Much love. Also, folks, check out the general store on the freedomrevolutionnetwork.com. Check out our general store there. I think you'll like it.